This is Dr. Sasikumar, heading the Department of PG and Research, Department of Management Studies, Sacred College, Tirupattur. I am really very happy to share discussion on market structure. Before getting into the concept market structure, let us discuss what is market. The word market is not easy to define because it is used in many senses. The word is derived from Latin word mercatus, from the verb mercari, which means to trade. It is the act or technique of buying or selling. A market need not be situated in a particular place or locality. Buyers and sellers need not come into personal contact. The transaction can even be carried through telephone, agents, etc. A market may refer to a commodity or service like fish market, vegetable market, money market, or share market. Generally, the term market has come to signify a place or a geographical area in which goods and services are bought and sold. In economics, market refers to a group of buyers and sellers who involve in the transaction of commodities and services. According to Professor Carnot, the term market is not any particular marketplace in which things are bought and sold, but the whole of any region in which buyers and sellers are in such a free intercourse with one another that the price of the same goods tend to equality easily and quickly. According to Professor F. Benham, market is any area over which buyers and sellers are in such close touch with one another, either directly or through dealers, that the prices obtainable in one part of the market may affect the prices paid in another parts. Characteristics of market: existence of buyers and sellers of the commodity, the establishment of contact between the buyers and sellers. Distance is of no consideration if buyers and sellers could contact each other through the available communication system like telephone, agents, letter correspondence, or internet. Buyers and sellers deal with the same commodity or variety. Since the market in economics is identified on the basis of commodity, similarity of the product is very essential. There should be a price for commodity bought and sold in the market. Classification of market. Market is classified on the basis of area. Based on the extent of the market for any product, markets can be classified into local, regional, national, and international markets. Local market. It arises when products or services are sold and bought in the place of their production. In such markets, the products exchanged are mostly perishable and semi-durable in nature. For example, vegetables, fruits, etc. Regional market. It arises when products or services are sold and bought in a restricted circle. For example, regional newspaper like Tamil newspaper or English newspaper is all over the world, but we take the linguistic wise. National market. It arises when the product and services are sold and bought throughout a country. For example, nationwide market for tea, coffee, cement, electrical goods, some printed books, etc. International market. It arises when products and services are sold and bought at the world level. For example, petrol, gold, etc. Second, the market is classified on the basis of time. The great economist Alfred Marshall classifies market on the basis of time as very short period market or market period, short period market, long period market, very long period or secular period market. Third, market is classified on the basis of nature of transaction, like spot market, future market. Spot market refers to those market which goods are physically transacted on the spot. Future market, it is related to those transactions which involves contracts of the future date. Fourth, market is classified on the basis of regulation. On the basis of regulation, markets are classified into regulated market, unregulated market. Regulated market. In the former type of market, transactions are statutorily regulated so as to put an end to unfair trade practices. Such markets may be established for specific product or a group of product which is produced, and stock exchanges are suitable example for this type of regulated market. Unregulated market. Unregulated or free market, those where there are no restrictions in the nature of transaction. Fifth, market is classified on the basis of volume of business. Based on the volume of business transacted, markets are classified into wholesale market and retail market. Wholesale market. The wholesale markets come into existence when the commodities are bought and sold in bulk or large quantities. The dealers in this market are known as wholesalers. The wholesalers acts as an intermediary between the producer and the retailer. Second, retailer market. Retail market exists when the commodities are bought and sold in small quantities. This is the market for ultimate consumers. Sixth, the market is classified on the basis of position of sellers. On the basis of position of sellers, in the chain of marketing, markets are divided into primary market, secondary market, and terminal market. Primary market, where manufacturers of commodities constitute the primary market who sell the products to the wholesalers. Secondary market, it consists of wholesalers who sell the product in bulk to the retailers. Terminal market, retailers alone constitute the terminal market who sell the products to the ultimate consumer. Seventh, the market is classified on the basis of type of competition. Based on the type of competition, markets are broadly classified into perfect competition, imperfect competition. Perfect competition, where the large number of sellers selling homogeneous product. Imperfect competition is further classified into monopoly market, duopoly market, oligopoly market, and monopolistic market. First, let us see what is perfect competition. Perfect competition is a market situation where there are infinite number of sellers that no one is big enough to have any appreciable influence over market price. According to John Robinson, perfect competition prevails when the demand for the output of each producer is perfectly elastic. For perfect competition, two conditions are necessary. There should be a large number of sellers, and buyers should be aware of the various price offers and their perfect condition, so that they have no reason to prefer one seller to another. Features of perfect competition. There are different features or characteristics of perfect competition. Number one, large number of buyers and sellers. In the perfectly competitive market, there are a large number of buyers and sellers in a perfect competitive market that neither a single buyer nor a single seller can influence the price. The price is determined by market forces, namely the demand for the and the supply of the product. There will be uniform price in the market. Sellers accept this price and adjust the quantity produced to maximum their profit. Thus, the seller in the perfect competitive market are price takers and the quantity adjusters. The second characteristics or features of perfect competition is homogeneous product and uniform price. The products sold and bought in homogeneous in nature, in the sense that the units of products are perfectly substitutable. All the units of the products are identical, that is, of the same size, shape, color, quality, etc. Therefore, a uniform price prevails in the market. The third feature or characteristics of perfect competition is perfect knowledge about market condition. Both buyers and sellers are fully aware of the current price in the market. Therefore, the buyer will not offer high price and the seller will not accept the price less than one prevailing in the market. Fifth characteristics or feature of perfect competition: free entry and free exit. There must be complete freedom of entry of new firms or exit of the existing firm from the industry. When the existing firms are earning supernormal profits, new firms enter into the market. When there is a loss in the industry, some firms leave the industry. The free entry and the free exit are possible only in the long run. That is, because of size of the plant cannot be changed in the short run. The fifth characteristics of perfect competition is perfect mobility of factors of production. The factors of production should be free to move from one use to another or from one industry to another easily to get better remuneration. The assumption of perfect mobility of factors is essential to fulfill the first condition, namely large number of producers in the market. The sixth characteristics of perfect competition is absence of transportation cost. In a perfectly competitive market, it is assumed that there are no transport costs. Under perfect competition, a commodity is sold at uniform price throughout the market. If transport cost is incurred, the firms nearer to the market will charge a low price than the firm far away. Hence, it is assumed that there is no transport cost. 7. Absence of government intervention. There are no government control or restriction on supply, pricing, etc. There is also no conclusion among buyers or sellers. The price in the perfectly competitive market is free to change in response to change in demand and supply conditions. The next concept is short-run equilibrium price and output determination under perfect competition. Since a firm is perfectly competitive market in a price taker, it is to adjust its level of output to maximize its profit. The aim of any producer is to maximize its profit. The short run is a period in which the number and plant size of the firm are fixed. In this period, the firm can produce more only by increasing the variable input. As the entry of new firms or exit of the existing firm are not possible in the short run, the firm in the perfectly competitive market can either earn supernormal profit or normal profit or incur loss in the short period. Supernormal profit. When the average revenue of the firm is greater than its average cost, the firm is earning supernormal profit. This diagram clearly explains that the output is measured along the x-axis and the price, revenue and the cost along the y-axis. OP is prevailing price in the market. PL is the demand curve or average and the marginal revenue curve. SAC and SMC are the short-run average and marginal cost curves. The firm is in equilibrium at a point E where MR is equal to MC and MC curve cuts MR curve from below at the point of equilibrium. Therefore, the firm will be producing OM level of output. At the OM level of output, ME is the AR and MF is the average cost. The profit per unit of output is EF, the difference between ME and MF. The total profit earned by the firm will be equal to EF, profit per unit, multiplied by OM or HF, total output. Thus, the total profit will be equal to the area of HFEP. HFEP is the supernormal profit earned by the firm for a particular period. long-run equilibrium price and output determination under perfect competition. In the long run, all the factors are variable. The firms can increase their output by increasing the number and plant size of the firm. Moreover, new firms can enter the industry and the existing firm can leave the industry. As a result, all the existing firms will earn only normal profit in the long run. If the existing firm can earn supernormal profit, the new firm will enter the industry to compete with the existing firm. As a result, the output produced will increase. When the total output increases, the demand for factors of production will increase, leading to increase in price of the factors. This will result in increase in average cost. On the other side, when the output produced increases, the supply for the product increases. The demand remaining the same when the supply of the product increases. The price of the product comes down, hence the average revenue will come down. A fall in average revenue and the rise in average cost will continue till both become equal. That is, AR is equal to AC. Thus, all the perfectly competitive firm will earn supernormal profit in the long run. This diagram clearly represents long-run equilibrium of a firm under perfect competition. The firm is in equilibrium at a point S where LMC is equal to MR, which is equal to AR and which is equal to LAC. The long-run equilibrium output is ON. The firm is earning just the normal profit. The equilibrium price is OP. If the price rises above OP, the firm will earn abnormal profit, which will attract new firms into the industry. If the price is less than OP, there will be loss and the tendency will be to exit the industry. So, in the long run equilibrium, OP will be the price and marginal cost will be equal to average cost and average revenue. Thus, the firm in the long run will earn normal profit. Competitive firms are equilibrium at the minimum point of LAC curve. Operating at the minimum point of LAC curve signifies that the firm is of optimum size, that is producing output at the lower possible average cost. Advantages of perfect competition. There is consumer sovereignty in a perfect competitive market. The consumer is rational and he has perfect knowledge about the market conditions. Therefore, he will not purchase the products at a higher prices. The second advantage is in the perfect competition, the price is equal to the minimum average cost. It is beneficial to the customer. Third, the perfectly competitive firms are price takers and the products are homogeneous. Therefore, it is not necessary for the producers to incur expenditure on advertisement to promote sales. This will reduce the wastage of resources. In the long run, the perfectly competitive firms is functioning at the optimum level. This means that maximum economic efficiency in production is achieved, as the actual output produced by the firm is equal to the optimum output. Is no ideal or unused or excess capacity. Second, we are going to discuss about the imperfect competition. Under imperfect competition, as we discussed, the first classification is monopoly. The word monopoly has derived from the combination of two words, mono and poly. Mono refers to a single and poly to seller. Monopoly is the market structure which is characterized by a single seller selling the unique product with the restriction for a new firm to enter the market. It is a situation where there exists single control over the market, producing a commodity having no substitutes and no possibilities for anyone to enter the industry and compete the existing one. Single control may mean a single producer or a joint stock organization or governmental or quasi-governmental organization. Features of monopoly market. The first characteristics of monopoly market, as we discussed earlier, there will be single seller. and there will be no close substitute. And the price, the monopolistic has control over the supply so as to increase the price. Sometimes he may adopt a price discrimination. He may fix different prices at different set of consumers. A monopolistic can either fix the price or quantity of output, but he cannot do both at the same time. And fourth characteristic is no entry. There is no freedom to other producers to enter the market at the monopoly market. Fifth, the firm and industry. Under monopoly, there is no difference between a firm and an industry, as there is only one firm and the single firm constitutes the whole industry. Next, the sources of monopoly power. There are different sources of monopoly power. One, natural monopoly, technical monopoly, legal monopoly, monopoly by large amount of capital, and state monopoly. Natural monopoly. A monopoly may rise on account of some natural causes. Some minerals are available only in certain regions. For example, South Africa has the monopoly of diamonds. Nickel in the world is mostly available in Canada and oil in the Middle East. This is natural monopoly. Technical monopoly. Monopoly power may be enjoyed due to technical reasons. A firm may have control over raw materials, technical knowledge, special know-how, scientific secrets and formula that enable a monopolistic to produce a commodity. For example, Coca-Cola. Legal monopoly. Monopoly power is achieved through patent rights, copyright and trademarks by the producers. This is called legal monopoly. Monopoly by large amount of capital. The manufacture of some goods require a large amount of capital or luminance of capital. All firms cannot enter the field because they cannot afford to invest such a large amount of capital. This may give rise to monopoly. For example, iron and steel industry, railways, etc. The fifth source is state monopoly. Government will have the sole right of producing and selling some goods. They are state monopolies. For example, we have public utilities like electricity and railways. These public utilities are undertaken by the state. Price and output determination under monopoly competition. A monopolistic like a perfectly competitive firm tries to maximize its profit. A monopoly firm faces a downward sloping demand curve, that is, its average revenue curve. The downward sloping demand curve implies that larger output can be sold only by reducing the price. Its marginal revenue curve will be below the average revenue curve. The average cost curve is U-shaped. The monopolistic will be in equilibrium when MC is equal to MR and MC curve cuts the MR curve from the below diagram. The diagram shows that AR is the average revenue curve and MR is the marginal revenue curve. AR curve is falling and MR curve lies below AR. The monopolistic is in equilibrium at E where MR is equal to MC. He produces OM output and fixes price at OP. At OM output, the average revenue is MS and average cost MT. Therefore, the profit per unit is MS minus MT, which is equal to TS. That is, total profit is average profit multiplied by output, which is equal to HTSP. That is, the monopolistic is in equilibrium at point E and produces OM, that is output, which he is earning maximum profit. The monopoly price is higher than marginal revenue and marginal cost. Advantages of monopoly market. The first advantage is large-scale production possibilities and also can enjoy both internal and external economies. The second benefit is monopoly firms have vast financial resources which could be used for research and development. The third benefit is there are a number of weak firms in an industry. These firms can combine together in the form of monopoly. Disadvantages of monopoly. A monopoly always charges a high price. It will create artificial scarcity of product. It charges different prices for the same product from different consumers. It may adopt wrong practice to establish absolute monopoly power, and it will dominate the wealth in concentrated in the hands of few. Methods of controlling monopoly. There are different methods to control monopoly. One, legislative method, controlling price and output, taxation, nationalization, consumer association. Price determination under monopoly. This is called price discrimination practiced by the monopolistic. Under this, the monopolist will charge different prices from different class of consumers. The idea is to get from each customer whatever profits could be squeezed out of him in depending on his purse and intensity of demand. Types of price discrimination: personal discrimination, place and trade discrimination. The second type of imperfect competition is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition refers to the market situation in which a large number of sellers are offering similar but not identical product. As Chamberlain pointed out, it is a blend of competition and monopoly. The essential feature of monopolistic competition are product differentiation and existence of many sellers. The following are some of the examples of monopolistic competition from the Indian context: shampoo, Sunsilk, Clinic Plus, Ponds, Chic, tea, Three Roses, ABT, Brook Bond, toothpaste, Colgate, Close Up, Dabur, Himalaya, soap, Dove, Hamam, Synthol, Medimix, etc. Characteristics of monopolistic competition. There will be large number of firms and sellers. Second, product differentiation. Third, selling cost. And fourth, freedom of entry and exit of the firm. Next, price determination of equilibrium and output under monopolistic competition. The firm under monopolistic competition achieves its equilibrium when it is MC is equal to MR, and when the MC curve cuts its MR curve from below if MC is less than MR. The seller will find it profitable to expand their output. Each firm will choose that the price and output where it will be maximizing its profit. When MC and AC are in the short period marginal cost and average cost curves, the sloping down average revenue and marginal revenue curve are shown as AR and MR. The equilibrium point is E, where MR is equal to MC. The equilibrium output of OM and the price of the product is fixed at OP. The difference between average cost and average revenue is SQ. The output is OM. So the supernormal profit for the firm is shown by the rectangle PQ. The different firm in monopolistic competition may be making either abnormal profits or losses in the short period depending on their cost and revenue curves SR. The firm, by producing OM units of its commodity and selling it at the price OP per unit, realizes the maximum profit in the short run. Wastages of monopolistic competition, that is, disadvantages of monopolistic competition. One is unemployment, excess capacity, advertisement, too many varieties of goods, inefficient firms. The third form of imperfect competition is oligopoly. Oligopoly is a market situation in which there are a few firms selling homogeneous or differentiated products like oil and gas. It is different to pinpoint the number of firms in competition among the few. With only a few firms in the market, the action of one firm is likely to affect the other. Characteristics of oligopoly: it is interdependence, group behavior, price rigidity. Interdependence. The most important feature of oligopoly is interdependence in decision making. Since there are few firms, each firm closely watches the activities of other firm. Any change in price, output, product, etc. by the firm will have a direct effect on the fortune of its rival. So, an oligopolistic firm must consider not only the market demand for its product but also the possible move of other firms in the industry. Second, group behavior. Firm may realize the importance of mutual cooperation. Then they will be have they will have a tendency of collusion. At the same time, the desire of each firm to earn maximum profit may encourage competitive spirit. Price rigidity. Another important feature of oligopoly is price rigidity. Price is sticky or rigid at the prevailing level due to fear of reaction from the rival firms. If an oligopolistic firm lowers its prices, the price reduction will be followed by a survival firm. As a result, the firm loses its profit, expecting the same kind of reaction. The, the last type of imperfect competition is duopoly. Duopoly is a special case of the theory of oligopoly in which there are only two sellers. Both the sellers are completely independent and no agreement exists between them. Even though they are independent, a change in the price and output of one will affect the other and may set a chain of reaction. A seller may, however, assume that his rival is unaffected by what he does. In that case, he takes only his own direct influence on the price. Characteristics of duopoly. Each seller is fully aware of his rival motive and actions. Both sellers may conclude they agree on all matters regarding the sale of the commodity. They may enter into cutthroat competition. There is no product differentiation. They fix the price for their product with a view to maximize their profit. Objectives of pricing policy. So these are the four important types of imperfect competition. So dear friends, I hope you had a good interaction, good session on market structure. Thank you.